Just turn it up a little bit.
Puppy.
I don't wanna bad vibes in this place tonight. I just wanna get lit, do my makeup look fly. So DJ, turn it up, turn it up, turn the music up tonight. So DJ, turn it up, turn it up, turn the music up tonight. Yeah, I just wanna fly. I just wanna go out and feel the vibe.
Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Showbiz, where I bring you the best and we talk everything fashion, entertainment, pop culture and lifestyle. My name is Bwalya and I am very excited because I am chatting with a new artist on the block. This is Nova Amandlah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This has been like the long-awaited.
The long-awaited interview.
Right?
I mean, we've been, damn, finally anyway, we are here.
Finally.
How are you doing?
I'm well. I don't know about you.
I'm great, and you know, we were supposed to have this interview I think last month,
Yes.
but we kept on pushing it and pushing it, and more things are happening, even great and bigger things.
Yeah.
I saw that you've been selected as one of the Audio Mac brand ambassadors. Congratulations!
Thank you.
Drum rolls. How did you feel, and how were you selected?
Honestly, I was like so excited. First of all, like now Zambian music is at its peak. Everyone wants to, listen to what Africa is doing, what Zambia is doing. And how did I get picked? I simply put out my EP. Last year I was like, it's about time I drop my own project. I've been on so many people's projects. I don't have a project of my own. So I dropped something, and Audio Mac contacted my distributor saying, oh, okay, we just saw you distribute a new song, and my album was trending in 4 days of just uploading it on Audio Mac. So they were like, where's she from? So
Wait. Are there any special things maybe that you have to do when you're uploading something? Maybe is there anything like boosting?
Honestly, I don't know. Like I just hired a distributor because this is what he's been doing for the past 15 years, and I didn't wanna, just put out a project and it's not streaming well. So I wanted to hire my weakness. I mean, I don't know how this distribution thing works and whatnot. So I was like, okay, let me hire my weakness. So I hired a person. He's actually from Nigeria.
Wow.
And yeah, this was my first project with him, and he's still marketing it, and the EP is still like going crazy.
Amazing. How many streams is it sitting on right now?
We're close to 100,000 streams.
Whoa! Zambia Chalo! Congratulations!
Thank you.
Amazing. Almost 100. I thought maybe you were going to say maybe 20,000 or 25,000.
Almost hitting
But
100K.
Wow, amazing. And are people following your profile?
Like people are following my profile. People are more interactive now. I think after I made the big announcement, two things happened. The day I made the big announcement that I was the ambassador, I got hacked on all of my social media platforms.
No,
my
don't
Instagram
say.
got hacked.
Wow.
My Facebook got hacked. It was so devastating. But I opened a new account.
Well, you couldn't recover the old.
Because they're still trying to recover it. Whoever stole it changed everything, like all the login details, my password, and all that stuff. So we're still, trying to get it back. But people have still been following my new page. Slowly but steady, we're getting there. And the fact that they know that I'm there to represent them now, they're more interactive. And I feel like my insights are more now with this new page than the previous one, because now it's just come with like a whole different vibe and energy.
Like so there's so much content.
I mean? So pretty much that's how I got picked, and they were like, oh, okay, she's from Zambia. We're actually looking for like brand ambassadors. Like we're doing this African brand ambassador program. So we want her.
So how many
Zambia.
are you guys in total, and where are these other guys from?
There's me from Zambia. There are people from SA, Nigeria, Cameroon, all over Africa basically. So they have an ambassador in each part of Africa basically.
Can I be assistant?
Of course.
Amazing. Thank you. So many wonderful things. So now the EP, what's the title of this EP?
So my EP is called Unveiled, and I picked the word unveiled because basically I had just been compiling different styles of music that I have been working on and trying and loving, and I just put them all together to just show you like, yo, I could do this, I could do EDM, I could do Afro beats, and I could do piano vibes and still do soul, you know, like I'm diverse like that. So basically Unveiled has a story, but the story is in different genres of music.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, amazing. And how many tracks are on this EP?
I kept it like short and sweet, like just 5.
Just 5. Wow, amazing. I mean, that's simple.
So you
and
don't skip it.
yeah, nice, amazing. And is
Yeah.
it also on Boomplay?
Yes, it's pretty much everywhere.
So how many streams is it sitting on Boomplay?
Boomplay, we are at 50,000 streams.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Chalo.
we get
It's happening,
playlisted
eh?
like every day. I got
Wow.
playlisted on one of the biggest playlists on Apple, Africa, East African Rising Artists. I was like, wait, what? And I'm literally
Amazing.
like the only Zambian on that playlist.
Yeah,
So I was like, okay, I am doing something right.
Amazing, amazing. Now, Nova, you're an artist, you're an actress, so just tell me how, why,
Yeah.
and when did you join the industry?
I think for me, media has always been something that my parents, even when I was younger, could tell that I wanted to go into acting.
In the
I've
entertainment
been,
world.
Yeah, I've been singing since I could talk.
Wow.
Basically.
Mhm.
And I had my granddad, who was my biggest influence growing up because he did a lot of jazz.
Wow, okay.
And later on, I met people like Trina when I was in Dreams. And she started mentoring me. She's still my mentor up until now. So I guess this life kind of just chose me. And
Yeah.
I felt like, okay, let me try out acting. So, you know, I started with theater with Bob Nkosha.
Yeah,
we
skits.
we did a skit for Exile and Nalu, their life story together, how they met,
Whoa,
and
okay.
their songs. And I was playing Nalu, and I had to learn like all of Exile's songs, and from there I was like, oh, okay. So I got my first
Acting gig?
acting gig, which was Dorica, and I was acting as Dorica's daughter. And then I got Shipikisha Club acting as Toko. Then I got Azubaro as a nurse. And yeah, it's just been like going like that.
Amazing,
honestly.
amazing. Wow, okay, guys. This is really amazing. So, so it's been 7 years, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes,
of this
yes.
beautiful career.
It's been 7 years, a whole number of completion.
Wow, okay, all right. So now, for the last 7 years, at what point, you know, so I need years, and I like dating.
Yeah, detail.
So from this 7-year professional career, at what point did you decide to do music professionally?
Okay, so like I said, like I was grown into a jazz live music arrangement. So that's the thing that I started with. When I left Dreams, that was like 2014. I started doing
Which season was
more-
that?
Season 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I started
How
doing,
far did you go?
I went as far as top 8.
Wow, okay.
And I don't, honestly, like, I would sit down and watch my performances, and I was like, how did I make it to top 8? Because my voice was still, like, really, really young. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
the maturity that my vocals have now was not there then. And I was like, damn, how did I even, like, last
reach
all this
to-
long,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
to top 8.
So after Dreams is when I started doing more live performances. When I got back home in Dola, I'm a Kopala girl, by the way.
Oh, wow, okay.
When I got
Kopala.
back home
Yeah.
in Dola, I started working with Mawila and his band, and I did a lot of live music. I worked with a couple of bands until I moved to Lusaka, and me and my friends came up with a band together, and we've been gigging together since. So I decided to start recording. That was like 2019. I started doing a couple of choruses, but then with like DJ Mzengaman, so we were like selling choruses. So I was doing a bunch of those, and one of those choruses ended up on Steve O's Save album.
Oh,
And that's how I
okay.
ended up on that album, because he bought one of the choruses. And then from there, I had just been working with like different people. So 2021, in fact 2020, I started working on my EP, and I had started working on it a long time ago, but it got lost, so we started all over again.
Okay.
And I didn't want to like redo any of the songs. I just felt like we should go a different direction. So 2020, I started all over on the EP. It took me 2 years to write those 5 songs.
Whoa,
because
there's one
I was
artist I
just
saw on
like-
Facebook that took 12 years to do an album. I was like, dude, what
took
were you
me-
doing the last 12 years?
Right? It took me 2 years because I would write something I recorded, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, you know what I mean?
Not feeling
And
this.
Yeah, like, and we would start all over again.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, 2021, I decided to drop it, which was last year, like on the 8th of October. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So how many records have you done so far?
So far, something that I could brag about freely is my EP, of course. There are a lot of other features that we've done. I was recently on KB's Love and Heartbreak album, and I did
that
a
was
song called
huge.
Future
Congratulations,
Yanga.
by
Thank
the way.
you.
I've noticed how KB is really uplifting young artists, especially the new artists. I saw Franco did the most also in the album.
And that song was actually written by him, which was very exciting for me because I've always wanted to sing a full Vanak song that's been written by someone, because that's like my weakness. Like I can't write Vanak, you know. I try, but like it's not the way Frank does it. So I was so excited to sing a song that he actually wrote. Yeah.
Okay, amazing, amazing. So, because, you know, I noticed Frank's work. I was there screaming, especially when I saw your name. I was like, these are my homies. You know?
Yeah.
These are my homies, and seeing them on a project like my Diary Session, because my Diary Session is something that is legendary. You know, we all know who KB is. KB has been in the industry for the longest time, and he's a veteran. So seeing him noticing you guys is something really huge.
Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your live performances. So you do a lot of live performances. I attended one, I think, on Valentine's Day, the one you invited me to. That was really amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, we actually do have some footage, so you guys will get to watch some of the songs. So how do you market yourself? You know, how do you get these live gigs? You know, and just how do you also rehearse? How do you practice? Because I've noticed, you know, with Zambian music, a lot of people use a lot of auto-tune, a lot of people, you know, that they don't really use their natural voices.
Exactly.
So yeah, just
I hear you.
tell me more about that.
So for me, like vocal warm-ups are a must. I do them like every day for at least an hour every day. And I've been doing that for the past 18 years roughly.
Wow.
So there's a level of vocal maturity that has happened over the years because I've been doing this for a while. We meet like twice in a week with my band to rehearse, and sometimes we don't even have rehearsals together because we've been playing together for quite a while. There are times where we have impromptu shows and we didn't rehearse together like in one space, but we had like individual rehearsals.
Yeah.
So yeah, how do I market myself? Social media, honestly. Social media is my friend. And my WhatsApp I make use, because I mean, why I have 4,000 contacts and
none of them is going to give you a gig. Yeah.
When I post myself singing, I have a lot of people resharing that, referrals by people who've heard me sing. So I always get a lot of people referring me. And I always carry my business cards. When I go perform somewhere, I'll carry my business cards.
I hope you guys are taking notes. This is really important.
Give them out and whatnot. And a couple of my gigs have come from TikTok. So like I said, like social media has been really, really helping me out.
Yeah, you've been using your social media for social good, which is really a good thing. Guys, learn to monetize these things. Don't just do mungulu on that social media. Yeah, don't just go for Molomo, the gossips, you know, the lives.
To my little bundles we have.
Yeah, to my little bundles.
Memes I see every day.
Exactly, exactly. So let's monetize it. Let's use it wisely. I mean, kudos to you. That's really amazing. I'm equally learning here. I'm taking notes. All right, now, are you affiliated to any record label, or are you being managed by anyone?
Okay, so I am being managed by Lady Boss, who is Young Boss's wife, and she's actually under the label that I'm working with called Zali Arts.
Wow.
They're an American label, and I just got signed to them last year, I think, before we ended 2021. Yeah, so we started working this year.
And how's it going so far?
So far, so good. I dropped something next month on the 22nd. I dropped my first single for this year under them. So, yeah, look out for that.
Amazing, amazing. This is really inspiring, you know. I really wish, you know, you could mentor most of these upcoming artists, because, you know, we get a lot of DMs, you know, people asking you to connect them to the big artists, you know, that we interview most of the time. You know, connect me to this artist. But I always tell them to say,
make your own connections, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. You know, just put your work out there and you will be noticed.
Yeah.
It's not about connecting you to anyone.
Because people are always asking me, like, how are you well connected? Like, how do you know all these big artists? Because somebody was like, I saw you at the Coffee and Jazz. How did you get there? How are you friends with?
Yeah.
I feel like, for me, regardless of the stage that I reach with my music career, I would never take down the chance to put my music up there. And I remember when Pompey was doing the Work with Pompey thing, and I did a cover to Zuhile. A lot of people were like, no, but nobody already so known. You're not supposed to do that. I was like, yo, there's no harm in me doing a cover to an artist I love.
Yeah.
I mean, if I get picked, cool. If I don't get picked, it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to do it. And I did, and I got picked as top 10. I didn't win it, but for me, I felt like a winner because coffee and jazz, I've always
Yes.
wanted to be on that performance platform. So the moment I got the chance to perform at the coffee and jazz and perform my songs,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Wow.
I think that was the highlight of last year for me.
2021.
Yeah, for me, coffee and jazz was like, okay, we're doing something.
Yeah, we're heading somewhere. Now, listening to you explaining about your music career, just explain to me, do you really look up to any artist in Zambia? Because I haven't heard any. Okay, yeah, I know maybe you do look up to the Pompies, you do look up to maybe the KBs and whatnot. But do you have somebody maybe that inspires you to say, I'd really, really love to work with maybe this artist in Zambia, or maybe somebody you've looked up to for a very long time?
I love J-Rocks. I love Chef 187. I feel like Chef 187 is lyrically smart. Like, he's just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
He's a god.
Like, there's just something when he's on a song, it just, you know, he creates a whole vibe. J-Rocks is one of the most smart people I have also listened to. I started following him from Zone Fam, even when they split. So J-Rocks and like Chef 187 on my let's work together, vibe. Do I look up to somebody like I want to be like them? And not per se, more like I'm inspired by a lot of people. I'm inspired by Cleo, how she brands herself.
Yeah, her brand is really top notch.
Exactly, her branding. So she inspires me, honestly, when it comes to branding, putting yourself out there as a brand, how to package yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something that I'm always like learning from her. Like, okay, yeah, stuff like that. But to say I want to be like somebody per se, no. I just want to be myself, like a better
which is a good
version
thing.
of
Yeah, a
myself.
better version of you. Yeah, exactly. And now let's get to the music industry in general. You know, we've been listening to Zambian music for the longest time, and we've seen it grow. We've seen it elevate. You know, now we are doing better.
Yeah.
What's your take? Do you think we're okay, as a nation? Do you think maybe we are heading somewhere, or we still have a long way to go? We still need to push a little more? Like,
I feel like we still have a long way to go, especially when it comes to certain genres of music, like the type of music I do. A lot of people are not there yet.
Yeah.
They're not there yet for my music, and it's gonna take a while. But again, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
It is. Yeah, exactly.
So far,
have you received any backlash, for the type of music that you do, from the public?
I had a lot of people saying, sing a lot of bemba, sing a lot of sound. You sound more like da 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 da, and they're always referencing me to somebody, and I'm like, I can't sound like this person because they're already them. So if I'm gonna come and penetrate into this industry, I wanna be me,
And sound like you.
Vernacular is not my strongest hold.
Do you think you're kind of similar to people like Salma, type of genre maybe?
To some extent, I'd say so. I love soul. Yeah, I'm a neo soul person, alternative, R&B, that kind of stuff. But like I said, I'm a very diverse artist. I can work on any beat. I can bring my soul vibes to any genre of music. So yeah, they'll catch up when they want to catch up. But
Yeah,
like, so
they'll
far, I feel
definitely
like
find you. You just keep going. As
You
long
know?
as you're winning, as long as there are people vibing and getting the gigs, getting the deals, the endorsements. I think that's what matters.
Yeah.
All right, and now last year we had so many albums. I think we had over 10 album releases last year. Are there any specific albums maybe that you're vibing to?
Broen and I almost literally, like Natasha Chansa, me and Broen almost dropped something at the same time period. I dropped mine first, and then it was Natasha, and then Broen. So I listened to both the EPs. They're pretty good. Broen's EP is it's amazing, no lie. Like, he has
I haven't
really,
listened
really,
to it
really
yet.
nice songs, and I'm like, yeah, you should go listen to it. I don't know if Josie dropped an album, but like if it was just a single project, Josie and DJ Rise, but they have really nice records out, and yeah, it's kind of fun, you know, curating this place, because at least Zambian music are like Zambian artists are creating music that's, you know, top notch, and it's been playlisted and pushed by Audiomark, and just giving them a whole huge platform to be heard, and also make money on top of that. So yeah.
Yeah, nice. And now let me take you back a little bit. You said you get most of your gigs through social media. Have you by any chance been vulnerable to some of these people that give you gigs to say, you know what, I'll give you maybe this much, or I'm gonna offer you A, B, C, and D, you know, if I pay you in kind, or maybe if it can be in exchange, you know, maybe with a sexual favor. Have you ever encountered that?
I've never encountered that when it comes to my gigs. I think I had that with some producers.
Okay.
And that's why I was like, I don't want to work with some producers. But when it comes to gigs, they go through my manager. Like, you don't talk to me directly. So my manager gets to be the one to negotiate everything. And she tells me like, oh, okay, you have a gig on this day, on this particular day, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Because I don't want to do some of these things on my own unless I've gone to a party and I'm networking alone and my manager is not there.
Yeah.
It makes a whole...
but you still have to fill them in.
Yeah, I still have to fill them in. And that's the reason why I like it better when people go through her, because I don't want such stuff. I experienced such stuff with some producers. I won't mention
so you've mentioned producers. Okay, I understand you can't mention their names, but how was that experience for you, and what were they promising?
It was traumatizing. It was just disgusting also. Like, you know, some of them like are so older than me, and I'm just like, excuse me, sir, can we just record these songs and you know. But yeah, it's disgusting that there are people who are still there trying to take advantage of women in the industry, and they will also, sometimes it's not even sexually. Some people would sell my projects to other artists, and or make you do projects, and they'll be selling them and not even letting you know. Like, they just want to be using you on different projects. But then for me, in as much as I'm not where I want to be yet, I'm on the right path to go to where I want to be. I know who I want to be as an artist. Like, I know what I want for my brand. So at this point, there's no shaking me, like, regardless of who you are in the industry or whatever. Like, I feel like if something is made for you, regardless of who's standing in your way,
if there's a war, there's a way.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Now let's get back to your acting gigs. I mean, we haven't seen you do any acting gigs of late. We last saw you in Zuba season 3, and then you disappeared after some time. You mentioned that you played the role of a nurse. Yeah. So now, what's coming? Do you have any acting gigs coming up?
I would lie if I say I haven't any acting gigs coming up. I think the only thing I'm looking forward to see myself is the Netflix feature that I was on. Can They See Us? I'm looking forward to seeing that too, because I'm like...
You've mentioned the Netflix feature. I think I've been seeing pictures, and I've been, you know, anxiously waiting to ask, you know, can you talk? Can you reveal much about it?
I can't, unfortunately. That's the only thing I could say is it's a Netflix feature. The title is Can They See Us? The dates are yet to be communicated. But
you can talk about how you got the gig.
I just went for auditions. I went for auditions at the showgrounds, and they said they are shooting a feature film, but they didn't really specify like where it was going. We only got to find out about it like it was a Netflix feature when we were like, you know, on set. Yeah. So I went there at the showgrounds and I auditioned. And I never forgot about it. 2 months later, they called me like, oh, you got
2 months later,
right?
wow.
I never forgot about it. I was just like, ah. So 2 months later, they called me. They're like, oh, you got the role. So yeah, you need to come and sign your contract. And yeah, so I haven't been doing a lot of acting gigs because I'm in school. In case some people didn't know, because some people are always asking me like, I had no idea you're a full-time student until I saw your vlog on how you spend your day at school, and then I was like, oh, she's in school. So yeah, I'm actually in school, and school has been keeping me busy because it's my last year.
Maybe just for people that do not know, what are you studying?
I'm studying journalism and public relations.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
all about the media and the entertainment industry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I get done with my school next month. So I haven't really been doing much, honestly. Even the studio, I haven't been going to the studio as much because I've just been like, okay, let's focus on these books, let's get these exams out of the way, then we can get back to the studio. So I haven't gone for any new auditions. I've missed a lot of auditions. I've been receiving or sending videos, but I'm like, if I send in a video and I get picked and we start shooting, I won't be there.
Exactly.
Because I have
'cause
classes
school,
full time. So
I see.
right now there's nothing.
Because it's about us, what should we look out for, from Nova for the rest of the year. So now you've just mentioned that there is school, but obviously there is you.
But for the rest of the year, definitely I have everything planned out. I'm definitely going to drop like 4 singles this year.
Wow, okay.
Hopefully I could drop visuals with all of them. But yeah, expect more music from me, expect more visual content from me. Expect more magazine collabs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on, you.
So yeah, just expect a lot of content from me this year because I'm ready. I've been ready. Just want to get the school out of the way first.
Yeah, and then the industry will definitely see.
Yeah.
You're bringing the fire. All right. And lastly, do you have any words of encouragement to young people that look up to you, people that are watching us right now, and they would probably want to do the same thing that you're doing? Just talk to them, advise them.
Okay, so go out there, pursue your dream. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. And even when people tell you that you can't do it, there's certain battles that you need to just go in alone. Like, you'll be your own cheerleader. So do that. Put God first in everything that you do. And just have fun, you know what I mean? If it's something that you want to do, have fun with it. Listen to advice, especially if it's coming from people who've been in the industry for a while. Learn. Just be humble, yeah? Just humility will take you a lot of places, so yeah.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. And where can people find you on social media?
So on social media, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So I mentioned that my Instagram was hacked, so my new Instagram is at Nova Amandlah Official, and my Facebook page is also Nova Amandlah Official. But everywhere else is at Nova Amandlah, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, Thriller, like everywhere.
It's just Nova Amandlah.
Nova Amandlah.
Nova, thank you so much for coming through, and I'm wishing you all the best in all your endeavors.
Thank you, Moses.
All right, and I hope to be there when you win.
Yes,
Yeah, because I'm sure you're still winning. I mean, there's a Netflix
winning.
feature coming, still the magazine collabs coming up, and yeah, we'll definitely eat that money together.
As it should be.
All right, so that was Nova Amandlah, a new artist who's very inspiring, by the way. Her story is very touching, very inspiring. Hope you've learned a lot from her. So if you're an aspiring artist, please make sure that you watch the repeat Saturday, 11 hours. Jot down everything and phew. All right, so from me, Moses, and on behalf of the entire crew, this is where I get to wrap up the show. So it's goodbye.